Welcome to the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show with Cleve, Loveland Properties, and Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger with CrossCountry Mortgage. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I've been in the mortgage business for almost 33 years. Come March 19th to be 33 years. Cleve was writing real estate contracts on stones.
Chiseling them out right next to Moses with his tablets.
That's right. Cleve Loveland on this show, longest running real estate show in the history of real estate.
In the history of radio, I think.
In the history of radio.
Yeah.
Right.
So
well, welcome. This what a beautiful Saturday we're having right now. We gotta tell you what, man, it's cold and then it's hot and then it's cold and then it's hot. It's kind of like what's going on with interest rates right now.
I mean, how are those doing?
So interest rates are still rising. We've lost some more ground. Bond market lost a little bit more ground. I see you probably noticed that your stocks are probably not performing at the same level that they were previously, but it's still good to be in the market.
Yeah,
we're going to be safe. And I've got some really interesting facts that I want to talk about in this, in addition to what's going on with interest rates. Because you and I have been talking about, we know interest rates are going to rise.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can still get 15 years in the high twos.
Yep.
Low threes, 30-year threes, approaching fours. I'm seeing lower credit scores in the fours. I'm seeing investment properties pushing fives. So if you were holding off thinking that rates were going to get better when they were in the twos, you definitely missed that boat. But I don't think it's a wrong time to buy.
No, well, this is the thing. People are telling me, oh, interest rates are going to slow the market down. They don't really slow the market down because supply is so short.
And that's the only reason they're not, because typically they will slow the market down because, they're going to raise the Fed rate to slow down inflation because Sleepy Joe doesn't think we actually have inflation right now. Yeah. I don't know where he's buying his eggs and bacon, but mine are way up. My fuel is way up.
So you think definitely this year we're probably into the fours maybe?
Oh, we already got some fours on some rates right now. I mean, they're already hitting that mark.
This is why they need to call you, and you can help people get their credit score better, pay
Absolutely.
off a car, get a better rate, things like that.
No, listen, for those of you that are listening to me right now and you have a 780 credit score and you're putting 20% down and you're buying a $600,000 house, your interest rates can still easily be in the threes.
Yeah.
But for the average person, we're talking average. You know what an average credit score is right now?
630.
720.
Really? Okay.
630 is an incredibly, a lot of lenders won't even touch you under 640.
I know you can.
My team, listen to this. My team, from one of my listeners right now, and I won't mention names, okay, has a 506 credit score. I'm closing his mortgage this week. 506.
Wow.
I don't even know how I do that. I really don't even know how I do that.
Well, for this market we're in, I think this year as rates rise, inventory actually dropped from December to January, from November to December. And I believe that was mostly a Omicron thing and people being, winter. I mean, December usually does slow down a little bit. We got 10 days where people are kind of visiting family and things like that. But I really think inventory this year probably still going to stay short. I'm still getting multiple offers on properties. The difference is a year ago I was getting 20 to 30.
Right.
Now I'm getting 5 to 10.
Yep. Yeah. But I'm still seeing all week long I saw multiple offers on houses.
Yeah.
All week. And if people think that it's going to slow, yes. But I mean, you're slowing from doing 200 miles an hour to doing 100 miles an hour.
Well, here's what I think people need to know in this market. If you're thinking about buying, I just talked to a gentleman who was having trouble finding a house. I was at a financial planning conference, and he said he was having trouble buying. And so I said, well, do you have a realtor? He goes, oh, yes. And I said, well, where are you looking? He goes, well, I'm looking over in this part of town at this price. And I pulled up on my iPad. I pulled it right up on my iPad. I said, well, here's 2 new listings that came up 2 days ago. Have you seen these? No. I said, well, is your agent full-time? He goes, I don't know. And I'm like, well, if they're not calling you the second something hits, I mean, it's real estate 101 for an agent to set up a search, and as soon as something pops up for your client in that search, you get an email. I wonder
how these folks even find them. They must be just a referral from somebody that said, oh, I used Betty Buttercup, and she was great when I used her.
So people right now, if they want to get fast-tracked, they need to call you. What's the best number?
407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Or go to WeBringYouHome.com. Make your application right there. easiest website ever. If you'd like to talk to Cleve, you want him to come out and give you a price on what he would market your home for, call him at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118 for Cleve Loveland and his amazing team of buyer's agents.
And real quick, I want to go into what happens when I come see a home. And this can be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. This can be 2 weeks before you saw your dream home. You want to get your house on the market. You want to start looking. I can come out and see you anytime and give you my 50-point staging checklist, tell you about where you're going to be. Most of the time when I visit people, I'm stopping them from spending too much money. They need to save that for you and the down payment.
Absolutely.
On the other side. And the other thing, too, is coordinating the buy and the sell. If you want to buy another home, simplest, easiest way is to go find the house you want and try and qualify without selling your old one. There's a couple different ways to do that. If you can. If not, I've been getting people a 30 or 60-day lease back.
Right.
So they have their money in their pocket. Then they can search, because God forbid you have to move twice. Or moving in with the in-laws is a good thing. I guess you won't pay rent, but you'll pay a penalty. But call me at 407-352-8118. Coordinating that process, it doesn't happen for you very often. Most people move every 5 to 7 years.
So you talk 200 miles an hour. Let me just give you that phone number one more time, because I know it by heart, and I couldn't even understand it. 407-352-8118. That's for Cleve Loveland and his team. Excellent real estate agent, very, very knowledgeable, will give you an honest price. Not one of these real estate agents that are going to tell you what you want to hear. He's going to tell you how to actually sell the house. That's what he's going to do. And his team of buyer's agents are amazing negotiators. And having talked about your agents and negotiators. So here's one of the things that I think is a top quality in a real estate agent. People think that you just have to be friendly and know how to put a filter in the MLS. What you want is a master negotiator.
Yep.
That's what you want in a real estate agent.
That's what
and
you're hiring
these
an agent
people
for,
that are part-time real estate agents, that all they're doing is finding properties on MLS and telling you how much the listing asking price is and saying, would you like to make an offer on that, Mr. and Mrs. Jones?
Yeah.
Yes, we'd like to make an offer on that. There's no advice. There's no strategy. Let me tell you what the comps are. This is a property I think we could get for $5,000 under ask price. Or this one is, I think, in order to get it, you need to go $5,000 over ask price.
Yeah.
But it's not just which direction to go in. It's what is the strategy and why? What is the data? To show me for that.
Well, and I'm seeing listings out there now. People are, it's funny. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. Your neighbors are selling for $450, and you got about the same home. You can't list your house for $550. No. Buyers are too smart. That's what I'm seeing. I'm getting those phone calls from some people. If you're not selling, if you're on this is the best market in 12 years, and if you're not selling, you need to give me a call. So, and the other thing, Bruce, the other part of that offer. One thing that my offers, that offer you're talking about, whether it's a good offer, good price or not, wouldn't go to the top of the pile unless they're fast-tracked. And maybe even I get a call from you saying this buyer's good. Fast track is the best way to go when it comes to negotiating in a hot market like this, because you're going to be up against 5 other offers. So fast track is a full underwritten approval. It's not a pre-qualification. It's not a pre-approval. It's a full underwritten approval by an underwriter. Most pre-approvals are written by the loan officer, and the loan officer is generally commission-based. So they want to say yes before they even know if they have a yes. And then their underwriter gets a hold of the loan and goes, "What were you thinking?" Yeah. And that's a problem, because you have now negotiated to buy a house. You may have put your other house on the market. It's a domino effect, and you to find out at the last minute that you got a problem. You talk about stress. That's a nasty place to be. If you'd like to get fast tracked, just give the loan arranger a call, 407-250-9144, or go to my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. I got some fascinating stuff. Since Cleve is up to speed on what's going on in the market and trends, I have some interesting information for you. Go ahead.
So I was reading a report on the 10 best cities in America.
I got that report right
here. You got that one? So number 1, Tampa. Number 2, Jacksonville. Number 9, Orlando.
Yep.
we're talking about best cities in America.
Florida was named one of the best states to retire. Yeah,
we got 3 out of 10 are on the top 10 list. So that tells me that investing in real estate in Florida is going to make you money. By the way, Cleve, we've got a real estate mastery class.
I was just looking up that date.
Doing. February 24th, 6 p.m. So this is going to be a Zoom class. It is on February 24th, 6 p.m. It's not for first-time home buyers, but you can be a first-time home buyer. It's for people that want to understand the way that we negotiate and how to negotiate and leverage money so you can amass wealth in real estate. It's not our wealth building class. It's not a first-time home buyer class. It is a real estate mastery class.
Yep.
So if you are wanting to invest in real estate and you are a first-time home buyer, you'd be nuts not to attend. If you own property and you want to learn how to leverage and own multiple properties, but you don't have just a ton of money to put down, this is the class for you.
And they go to WeBringYouHome.com to register.
WeBringYouHome.com.
But this is not
register.
something we charge for. We don't sell any CDs. We don't sell coaching.
Nope.
We are going to give you advice that both of us have learned in the past 35 years.
It's not even a sales approach from us. Yeah. Okay, let's be honest with you. It'd be stupid for you to think that Cleve is not in the business of selling real estate. That's how he makes a living and supports his family. And I'm in the business of doing mortgages. But this class has nothing to do with that. This is not a pitch for you to get a mortgage from me. This is not a pitch for you to buy or sell with Cleve. We're going to give you all the tools. You'd be nuts not to use us both because you're going to get some huge discounts on that. And you're going to get great service. But it is how to strategize. So it's a real estate mastery program on February the 24th at 6 p.m. We have limited seats. We have 100 seats. So here's what I want to tell my listeners out there. Don't sign up for it if you're not serious about it. Leave the seats available for those that want to learn.
Well, it's kind of like in our business, Bruce, 5% of the people are doing 90% of the business.
That's right.
About 5% of the people, 10% of the people we talk to actually act.
Right.
And that's the thing. And if you don't qualify for what we're doing, we're going to let you know.
Absolutely.
You got to try and then say, all right, fix this, save more money. Then you can buy another home. That's what we do. I mean, that's just the truth.
It is. It is the truth. So it will be an informational class. We're going to give you some strategies. We're going to show you what we do and when we're buying and selling real estate, how we do it and how we've made money in real estate. So go to WeBringYouHome.com and register for the class on February 24th at 6 p.m. I will be in Jacksonville on the 18th and 19th. I will be a speaker for the Florida Educators Association. It is the Union for Teachers. It's going to be in Jacksonville for the Northeast Winter Leadership Conference in Jacksonville. So if you'd like to, if you are an educator, and you want to hear about discounts that we offer to educators, first responders, healthcare workers, and police and sheriffs.
How much time we got? Speaking
we got 1 minute.
Coolest new loan program we haven't talked about in the last 2 weeks.
What, my jumbo?
What is it? Tell me.
Oh my gosh!
What's your favorite program?
My jumbo program right now. Listen, it's for great credit. It's for people that have lots of cash.
Yep.
But I'll go to $1.5 million on a jumbo loan with only 3.5% down. No PMI. Rates are still very attractive. In the 3s, you might be in the 4s, but no PMI. Nobody got that program.
Yeah.
I've got one right now. I'll go to $1,750,000 with only 5% down. No PMI. I got a ton of buyers at that. Matter of fact, one of the builders I'm working with is Sean Marks, who owns the Arthur Ruttenberg franchise and building in Bella Colina. Uh-huh. If you're interested in that, I can connect you with Cleve. He can show you Bella Colina. He's got the agents to do that. This guy's building some phenomenal properties out there, and this program fits the bill. If you have any questions for Cleve Loveland, give him a call at 407-352 8118. That's 407-352-8118. Or the Lone Ranger at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Or apply at WeBringYouHome.com. Cleve and I will be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Stay tuned.
Engage. And we are back on the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland, Central Florida's voice of real estate, as we've been bringing you your real estate news here on WDBO for over 25 years. Real quick, alongside the Lone Ranger, real quick, I want to talk about two listings I've got in Cocoa. I've got two commercial listings. I've got an acre of property with about 300 feet of frontage on US 1, and that's $285,000. And then I got a commercial package of 5 acres plus a 2,000 square foot building with about almost 700 square feet of frontage, actually 800, and a 2,200 square foot office building in great shape. Could be a great storage facility. Pave it, put asphalt down, fence it in. How much is that? Store boats.
How much are those going?
That one is $1,250,000 on the 5 acres plus the building, and the building alone is worth about $500,000. And then I've got the 1 acre alongside on US 1. Both these properties are on US 1 and Cocoa. Call me if you want to take a look at them, 407-352-8118. I've also got a nice starter home in St. Cloud. We talk about this. Believe it or not, Bruce, and I think in 6 months you won't be talking about this. A great house, great area for $275,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths.
You can't find anything.
You cannot find anything like that. And within a stone's throw of this subdivision is 5 new subdivisions starting from the high threes. So call me.
There's an investment right there. How big is that house?
That house is 1,600 square feet, 3.2, pretty much built like you want. Concrete block, all tile, great rental property, great first-time 2-car side entry garage. Roof's been done.
Side entry, so it's on a full-size lot, too,
Yeah, just kind of the way they built it. It's got a little curved driveway in the front, but a great little neighborhood, low HOA. I don't even think there's an HOA. There's only like 30 homes on this cul-de-sac.
Okay.
So call me. We can help you find your dream home.
407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118 for Cleve Loveland and his team at Loveland Properties. Oh, excuse me. If you have any questions for the Lone Ranger, you're considering getting into the real estate market, you'd like to talk about getting qualified for a mortgage, I've got the best programs in the market. I don't have any credit score requirements on my FHA loans. You just got to qualify for your income and debt ratio. If I can get you qualified for that, I don't care what your credit score is. That doesn't mean everybody qualifies, but that means more people qualify with me than they do any other lender that I've ever seen. I'm going to tell you right now, my team is closing several loans with people in the 500s, and I don't know any other mortgage company that'll do that. Now, it is my goal to help you get the best credit score you can so you can get a better interest rate. That's definitely what I want to do. I want to help you get the best possible, but don't not get in the market because you want to wait another year for your credit score to go up. Get in the market now.
No, you need to.
We'll build the credit.
Interest rates will be higher. Prices will be higher. It's going to cost you $500.
You're going to make money. Yep. So, and we talked about it earlier in the last segment. Out of the top 10 cities in North America to live in, Tampa number 1, Jacksonville number 2, Orlando number 9. I'm telling you, 3 out of 10, that's pretty rock solid.
My prediction for Florida's real estate prices, what's happening right now, despite what happens around the rest of the country, which is in a seller's market, prices are rising. Florida is going to go from home. It's the 20th most expensive state, or was last year.
Right.
When those rankings came out, I think that was for 2020.
Right.
We're going to move up to number 14, 15, 16.
Maybe even higher than that. So don't miss out on this buying opportunity. Interest rates are going up. The bond market's deteriorating. The stock market's rocky. We don't know when the Fed's going to raise the Fed rate. So what do you think happened to interest rates? They went up anyway. The reason they go up is because there's too much uncertainty in the market. So this show is about keeping you informed as to what's going on with interest rates, the mortgage industry, the real estate industry, so you can make informed decisions when you want to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. If you have any questions for Cleve Loveland, you can reach him at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118. Or you can visit or you can call the Lone Ranger at 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Stay tuned.
And we are back on the Loveland Report. Cleve Loveland and the Loner Ranger, Bruce Woodburn, bringing you all your real estate and mortgage news. And I want to mention some things. What's nice, what's going to happen this year too, Bruce, we're going to see the supply chain problems start to slowly get better. The builders are getting a handle on it. I've got 3 new communities I want to talk about real quick, just to mention. I've got, they can now know it's not going to take them 6 months to build a house. They know it's going to take 8 or 9 to get everything done, but they're getting a handle on it, and that should improve. And the prices are not coming down. They're not going to lower their prices when they fix these supply chain problems. But I've got a new community. I've got one in DeBerry with a great, it's got fitness centers and pools all throughout, walking trails, jogging trails, and that's from $350,000 in DeLand. In Deltona, we've got brand new homes from $350,000, and then Oakland. This one's really interesting. This is on Lake Apopka. This is Oakland, just west of Winter Garden. New homes from the $600,000 range.
Right.
And in that price range, Bruce, I want to talk to you about, you've got something. If somebody's got their own land and they want to build their dream home, they own a couple acres, or they got an old house on it or a manufactured home, and they want to take it off there and knock it down and build a new home, tell them about that type of loan. That's just not a regular mortgage. No,
that's not a regular mortgage. We can do that if you want to hire a custom or semi-custom builder, not a production builder, but a semi-custom or custom builder. I can help you out with construction perm loans. My construction perm loans will go up to $647,000. You can do 10% down on a conventional loan with great credit. You can do 20%. But I also have FHA loans and VA construction perms with only 5% down. Nobody I know has got a VA or FHA construction perm loan that I know in town.
I've never heard that.
I don't know anybody that has them. We have them at CrossCountry Mortgage. If you're a veteran and you want to build your own home on your own lot, or you want Cleve or his team to go out and find a lot for you, and you want to build your own home on it, then call me. I've got amazing construction to perm loans. If you are a builder and you are building at least 5 to 50 homes per year and you need construction perms for your clients, then call me. I've got the best in the business. 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144, or visit my website at webringyouhome.com. Construction perms, I'm telling you, they are the way of the future, because some folks, and we've got great builders we work with. Yeah. Like I love Hanover, now has been acquired by Land C. We're going to talk about Land C Homes. Love what they're doing, all their communities, kept all the same people at Hanover. But I'm going to tell you something. There's some great production builders, but some folks, Cleve, they don't want to be in a community with an HOA where they can't park their jet ski or a trailer or put a boat in the side yard. There's no room for them, and the HOAs won't let you have it.
Yeah.
Right? So if you want to build on a piece of property, let us know. We'll help you acquire the property and build the home that you want on it, and you can do whatever you want on your property.
You can do that. I just came across some land last week for a customer, and literally I told him it's 20 acres with a manufactured home on it. Somebody's going to buy that. It can be split into 4 parcels. It's like
that's the way to go.
Zoned 5 acres, but somebody could buy that. They probably won't keep the manufactured home. They'll probably build their dream home, because it's just to have something personalized like that. Most people will.
Do you have that listing right now?
I'm going to be getting it.
You'll have to talk
really
about
mention the addresses. Yeah, so it's just, it gives you some freedom, and it does cost more to build it, but you're going to get it the way you want it.
Absolutely. No question about it. So a couple other things that are happening in the industry. We all know that interest rates are inching their way up, but they're still very attractive. Don't wait. Orlando is number 9 in the country for one of the best cities to live in, and that is your surrounding areas here. But I want to talk about the season that we're in. We're in tax season. So a lot of folks that are first-time home buyers are going to be getting a tax refund coming in the next month or so. Okay. Now, rather than buying a George Foreman grill and an 80-inch screen Samsung flat screen TV, why don't you use that to put down as a down payment on a house? I've got USDA 0 money down. I've got FHA 3.5% down. I have VA 0 down. I have conventional with 3% down. I've got every program you could possibly think of for a first-time home buyer or a low down payment loan. Stop renting. Rents are going to go up another 20%. Yeah. It's all over the news. 20%. Expect a 20% increase in rent. So you either buy now or you might have to move back in with mom and dad or grandma and grandpa.
And mom and dad, if you're scared of that, I can fix that. We'll get you a smaller house so the kids can't move back in.
There you go. Or you can help them by assisting them with the down payment. I got a wonderful folks I met this week that are helping their son, and they're gonna end up leaving their kids money when they retire anyway. Why not give them to them as a gift of down payment now and watch that money grow for the kid?
Yeah.
You can do that now. I'll show you how to give a family member a gift. 407 for Cleve, 407-352-8118, 407-352-8118. For Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, the Loan Arranger, you can reach me at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144, or my website at webringyouhome.com.
Bruce, I want to mention your team rescued a couple deals. I had some loans from another another buyer's agent on my listings. They kept trying to extend. When I dug into it and they asked for another 3 weeks, I'm like, absolutely not. The only way we're going to do this is if you switch the loan over to Loan Arranger, and sure enough, your team rescued it. So this is why I like going with you in the first place. But realtors, if you're out there, do yourself a favor and just use Bruce's team. They will let you know so you don't spend weeks driving around with someone in your car that's not qualified. You'll know within a couple of days when the buyer provides documentation that, hey, this looks good.
Or the same day.
Or the buyer's not giving us documentation. Don't put them in the car until they do.
That's right.
Usually when they won't give you the news, they're either procrastinators or there's something there.
Or they don't qualify.
They don't qualify. So, but one thing I want to talk about, I appreciate everybody listening to this show. I really enjoy this. I've been doing this every Saturday for 26 years.
We have a lot of fun.
This is a good example. I like to tell people you can tune in here and find out what's really going on, because despite our immense radio talents, we don't get paid for this. No. We are out there in the trenches selling houses and doing mortgages every day. But housing, this is what a headline looks like nowadays. They're trying to make real estate sound bad. Well, price growth was down nationwide in November. Well, instead of 19% up from the year before, it was down 18.8%. That's a real estate headline. So It just amazes me that they're trying to make news out of this, talking about this index that said prices were not rising as fast. That's still pretty darn healthy.
Oh, my gosh. That's great.
Another thing, too, Wall Street Journal, 3 of the biggest emerging markets, best markets in the country, Florida, Naples, Punta Gorda, and Cape Coral. Places like that.
And top cities to live in America, Tampa, Jacksonville are 1 and 2, and Orlando's number 9.
So even if the nation slows down, Central Florida is not going to slow down on our real estate. And if it does, inventory does build, which it hasn't yet. I'm waiting to see. We'll have probably next weekend. We'll have numbers on where inventory is at for January,
right?
And see where we're at. But I can tell from my phones the way it's ringing. I got a lot of people. I've got more people looking for a house than we're going to list their home than I do have listings.
Yeah, well, of course.
And that's the hard part, is getting that part coordinated. So if you have any questions on that, call me at 407-352-8118.
So next week on my show, which is on Sundays at 11 o'clock, I'm going to be interviewing Ben Moore from Ben Moore Tax Services. He is a CPA. I've used him for over 10 years, and I'm going to interview him about new tax codes. But I bring this up because it's the season to talk to CPAs. Now, you can do your taxes on your own if you're W-2, and it's simple. But if you have anything, you own real estate, you have any deductions, you have any write-offs, then you need a professional. Let me know. I'll connect you with Ben Moore or his CPA professionals. But we're going to interview him next week, and we're going to get all the details on all the new things that are going on with tax codes. So tune into my show on Sundays at 11 o'clock. Also, you and I are doing a real estate mastery class, which is not a first-time home buyer class. It's not our wealth building class.
For anybody who wants to buy a house,
it is a strategy class, right? So listen, we got 100 seats available. You got to go to webringyouhome.com, webringyouhome.com. 6 p.m., February 24th. You must register in advance. We only allow 100 people into that Zoom class. It's the only way we can manage it. Do not register for it unless you're going to take it seriously. It's no sales pitch. We don't have anything to sell. It's a free seminar. It's a learning down and dirty on what we have done, mistakes we've made, and successes we've had. And Cleve and I are going to share all that with you.
For free.
For free, for free. That's right. And yeah, you'll see it's not a sales class. It's just, we're not trying to sell you anything. We're just going to help educate you. Of course, Cleve and I would we would hope that if you're going to buy, sell real estate or get financed, that you would use our services. There would be no reason not to. But that's not what this class is about. You are going to learn strategies. So a couple other things. We're watching interest rates tick up, but they're still attractive enough. So, but I get asked this every day, Cleve, is it too late? Why would I buy now when interest rates are no longer in the 2s, they're hitting 3s, they're even approaching 4s?
Because it's still cheaper than renting.
Well, not only is it cheaper than renting,
Yep.
but if your house goes up even only 17, 15% in value,
Yeah.
Cleve, if it only went up 3% in value,
You make money on your down payment.
you would make on an FHA loan with 3.5% down,
Yep.
you would make 86% return on your
And your
investment.
down payment. And you're not
And that's at
paying rent.
3%
Yeah.
appreciation,
Yeah.
not 20%.
And I think we're going to stay far above that for the next couple of years.
Well, and Florida's going to continue to grow. Come on, we're a very dynamic state. We got a great governor. We don't have state taxes. Our weather's phenomenal, and it's just a great place to live. So all these folks from New York, New Jersey, they want the heck out of there,
Yeah.
right? Those are shooting zones up there. Like that's a gun range, is what that is. It's a gun range. Okay, Chicago, Philadelphia. I'm getting tons of clients from Oregon, Washington State, Washington, D.C. They're coming here because it's a great state. Now, listen, we welcome everyone, but don't be screwing our state up like they screwed up their own state. So we want good, solid Americans, good, solid, well, can I say Republicans? It doesn't have to be. Conservatives, okay?
Conservative,
Good,
low
solid,
taxes.
low taxes. Don't be bringing any garbage into our state that they had in their own state. It's funny how they want to escape their own state and then they want to bring that stuff here.
Sometimes,
Don't do
yeah.
that. Don't do that.
I heard some surveys talking about how that's not true, and it's mostly
You know what?
escaping
I
it.
think in most cases it's not true because a lot of the folks that I'm meeting that are coming from those states are tired of it. They're over it. I mean, I met some really good folks from Washington State recently that are coming down here. They're finished with that. They know that it's out of control. We don't want to defund the police. In Florida, we want more police. We support the police department. 407-250-9144. That's for the Lone Ranger, or WeBringYouHome.com. If you want to talk to Cleve Loveland, then he is the voice of real estate. You can reach him at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118. Cleve?
How much time we got?
We have about a minute and a half.
Inventory listings for the I-4 corridor from a year ago. Number of listings is down
By how
10%.
much?
10% from last year.
10%. It's down 10%.
The number of new listings
Yes.
is down slightly. Just slightly less people listed their home for sale in December of 21 than December of 20. And prices up about 15% along the I-4 corridor.
Well-
It's going to be average price, not the median, but average price. But I think this is what's important, especially if you're downsizing. And if you want to sell your $500,000 home and buy one for $800, or sell your $900 and buy one for $750, $600, just different type of house, smaller, lakefront, golf front, couple acres, whatever you want, above $500,000, the competition is tight, but not quite as tight as that starter price range.
Oh my gosh,
So
you can't find the 250
below,
to
but
400.
like that one I talked
is
about
tough.
in St. Cloud for $275. That is the rare find. And the townhome, the condo, the single family home below $300,000, it's going the way of the dodo bird.
Absolutely.
In Central Florida.
And it's going to get harder and harder for first-time home buyers. So if you don't want to completely miss out on the boat, call me at 407-250-9144 and apply for your mortgage online. The easiest doggone website there ever was for applying for a mortgage. Not only is it intuitive and easy to use, you just go on there, put your information in, and it will alert me, and my team's going to reach out to you. I will look at your loan. I will help you structure it. We'll come up with the best strategy for you, and we'll get you to a closing table smoothly and on time. If you are self-employed and you are considering filing your taxes, call me first, 407-250-9144, or WeBringYouHome.com, for Cleve Loveland at 407-352-8118. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report, the Lone Ranger Radio Show.
And we are back on the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show for our last segment. Thank you for joining us today on this beautiful Florida day. And I want to talk to you, Bruce. We talked about how interest rates are climbing. And the market always responds. When there's a need for a product, it's out there. Now, fixed rates are really good, but as they climb towards the fours, are we going to see ARMs come back?
Well, I'm already seeing ARMs come back, but I'm not an ARM advocate when you are still under about 7 or 7.5%.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing more and more clients call me and go, I'm really shopping adjustable rates. And I'm like, why? Well, I don't know if I'm going to be in the house that long. You know what that conversation was? The same conversations that I had multiple times in 2006 and 7.
Yeah.
And guess what happened in 2008 and 9 and 10?
The rates went up.
Well, not only that, but they
stuck
lost
in the home,
their freaking ass, right?
Yeah.
Don't do an adjustable rate in a fixed rate market. Mm-hmm. What's a fixed rate market?
Probably anywhere below
under 7.5%.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've had adjustable rates, so I'm not opposed to them. I'm just opposed to them for most of the people that call me.
Yeah.
My first house that I ever had was at 9.25% on a monthly adjustable.
I've got adjustables from 2004 on 2 of my rental properties.
Sure.
One's at 2.25%,
Yeah.
One's at 2.5%. Now that's going to climb.
So we know. Listen, when rates are really low, adjustables are great. The problem is when they go up. Becomes a problem, and then it becomes too late to refinance them to a fixed rate. But it's really challenged for me to convince a client to refinance a 2.5 rate to a 3 3/4 rate to fix it. They're going, I'm going up in rate.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen is prime's going to go up 3 times, and that 2.5 rate is going to be 4.5, and then they're going to wonder why they didn't do it when they could have got 3.5 or 3 3/4.
What's important is they talk to you about what products are available and what's right for them.
Right. And if you do want to talk to the Lone Ranger, 33 years experience in the business, been here my entire life, same office for 20 years, call me. 407-250-9144, 407-250-9144, or WeBringYouHome.com.
And Cleve Loveland Properties, my company's been around for 50 years selling real estate in Central Florida. Chances are one of those rooftops on your street. We've helped sell it, buy it, or manage it. Next week, I want to jump into some more things about property management, Bruce, for the investors out there. Getting your first investment property. Also, how to handle problem tenants, what to do to avoid those, which the key is avoiding them up front. I can tell you how to do that. But any questions you have, call me at 407-352-8118 or go to lovelandreport.com.
Yep, and next week, tune into my show on Sundays at 11 o'clock, same station. I'm going to be interviewing Ben Moore, a CPA here in Maitland I've worked with for over 10 years. If you are self-employed, 1099, subcontractor, and you're getting ready to file your tax returns and you think you may be interested in buying or refinancing a home, don't file before you send your taxes to me. Let me look at them. So many people, Cleve, write off a little more than they should, and then they don't qualify for a mortgage.
Yeah.
So let me help you with that.
You guys are helping me with that.
We are helping you with that. And if you're interested in getting into Cleve's Real Estate Mastery Program with Cleve Loveland and Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger, we are going to be holding a mastermind class on a Zoom meeting at 6 p.m. on February the 24th. There is limited seats available. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com and register right away. This is not a sales class on why you should use your services
coaching.
or
We're
my
not selling CDs.
There's nothing for you to buy. It's a free class. It's a mastermind strategy class. If you own real estate or want to get into owning real estate and you want to know what we've done to create success, that's the class to go to. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in to the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Have a great weekend.
Appreciate you very much. Cleve Loveland, 407-352-8118. Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger, at 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. Have a great weekend. We'll see you. I'll see you. Actually, I'll be on the air tomorrow, so tune in.